Hi, welcome to Made to Heal with Angela Brown. So today I'm going to go over some tools that will help you manage stress. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you about my link in the comments below. Click on it. It's got my book that has been recently put out. You are made to heal spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It's my journey of overcoming depression and suicidal thoughts that I had had for 30 plus years. And I've gone 9 years without having that. And just when I hit rock bottom, God led me on a holistic, natural journey of healing in all of those areas, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. I wrote that book with teens and all adults in mind, so check it out. Okay, so what are some things that we can do to help manage our stress and anxiety? There's in this emotional resilience manual from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there's a link, thechurchofjesuschrist.org, and go check out this emotional resilience course. It's a 10-week course, and it is so worth it. I found this course 5 years into my healing journey, and I had thought when I took this course, wow, if this was 5 years ago that I would have taken this course, it would have given me a jump start on my healing journey. But God knew I needed it before this course came out in 2020. I hit rock bottom in 2015. And so it's amazing how God leads you on your journey when you're searching for healing. He will bring it to you. Okay, so here are some activities. There's 14 suggestions that they make in this catalog. One is talking with God, knowing that He understands you inside and out. He knows you better than you know yourself. So talking with God is the number one thing that we can do to help reduce our stress. And the second is ponder. Ponder on all your blessings. Ponder on the things that God has blessed you with in your life, the things that maybe you might take for granted every day, and just ponder about things that normally you wouldn't ponder about. Just have some wonderment, right? And another one is look at your expectations. Sometimes a lot of our stresses and worries comes from our expectations that we set on ourselves and everybody else around us. And a lot of those times, those expectations are unrealistic. We put this perfectionism. If you're like me, I had perfectionism horrible 10 plus years ago. I couldn't make a mistake. I didn't leave any room for error. And I just, was so strict with not only myself, but everybody around me, rather than relaxing and learning to pick the battles that I needed to fight, because sometimes we get on these tangents that in the big scheme of things, when we think celestial, it doesn't matter in the end. Okay. So it's important to understand what expectations you have for yourself and others and look at them, take a hard look, and take a short break. Sometimes we are on such go all the time. It's important just to sit back and remove yourself. If you're in a chaotic situation, remove yourself, go sit, even if it is in the bathroom, and you put that toilet seat down and you just sit there for a minute. Let others know, maybe think that you're going to the bathroom, but you're just going to go in there and breathe and take a minute of solitude to yourself and just relax. Maybe it's in the car. A lot of times I feel like I'm chasing kids here to there, and it's like I finally am like, okay, I'm sitting down and I know I'm driving this person, but I'm just going to take some deep breaths and relax. And that's important. Okay, beware of when you're stressed. See what triggers you, okay? Be aware of the things that do trigger you, and also be aware of the emotions that creep up that cause you to have stress, and be aware of phrases that you say to yourself when you get stressed, like, oh my gosh, I'm in such a hurry, or oh my gosh, I'm late again, we're going to be late. Those are things that I used to say all the time, and it's like, no, I got this, I'm going to be on time. And when you're a tight ball of nerves, nothing's going to run as smoothly as when you decide to let go and let God and relax. So that's a huge one right there. Focus on gratitude, grateful for everything that you have. Gratitude, focus on the things that are grateful for yourself, things that where you've come in your journey, grateful for other people around you within your home, your community, and start a gratitude journal. Write 10 things that you're grateful for each day, even 5, whatever you have time for. It's better than nothing. Write down some things you're grateful for. And 7 is be active. Get your heart rate going, exercise, um, use your body in a manner that's pleasing to God, right? He doesn't want us to sit around all the time and not do anything. We're going to feel good when we are getting our heart rate up and walking. You'll be amazed at just walking. I used to be a hardcore runner, and I loved to run and train for half marathons and run long distances. And now my knee does not allow it, so I just walk, and walking is so good. It is so beneficial. So if you find exercising is too jarring, think of swimming, biking, or walking. Those are a lot more gentle. And always check with your physician before you start a rigorous or whatever exercise program. So, okay, 8, limit technology use. Limit your use. If you go on it for a purpose and then get off. I have found that has helped me because I went 2 years without social media, and it was beautiful. It was wonderful. And then came a time where I'm like, okay, I need to have it again. I don't really want to, but I'm going to, and I know it's going to suck me in if I don't set some limitations. So get on with intention. Get on for a purpose, and then get off. And then that way you're not going to go, wow, I sat here for 2 hours and wasted 2 hours on this. So just limit the technology use and be kind to yourself. Number 9 is kind to yourself. We are so hard on ourselves, and we would never say the things that we say to ourselves to our best friend, to a sibling, to our neighbor. We wouldn't tear them down. So catch yourself when you are saying that inward dialogue that's negative and not so nice, and catch yourself in those moments and say kind things. And number 10 is helping someone else. When you are helping someone else, you are helping God. You're helping them. And you know what? In the end, you're helping yourself too, because God knows that when we're serving others, we are happiest, and we are not placing the focus on our troubles. We are there to help others in their troubles, and it's so, so rewarding. So, and then 11 is try a relaxing activity. Whatever you find is relaxing. Think of what you did as a child. I used to color a lot as a child, and some kids hate to color. So if you were one of those kids that hated to color, that's not going to be relaxing to you. But so I have a child that wants to sit down and color, and I'm like, hey, let's color in your coloring book. They even have adult coloring books, and it's kind of relaxing. And so whatever you find is just relaxing. Maybe it's just going outside on a blanket and looking up at the stars at night, or looking at the clouds in the daytime. Take that time to be a kid again, to just relax, an enjoyable activity. And then stay connected with friends and family. Connection is so important. If we are not connected with others around us, having that disconnect affects us spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. And then when we get into trouble, we are not going to know who to turn to, because we've kind of withdrawn ourselves from others. And so it's so important to keep that connection, and keep communication going, and let people know, hey, this is something that I'm struggling with. I plan to do this, this, and this to overcome. And I want you to keep me accountable. Like, ask me how I'm doing in it. Keep me going on my targeted goal area. And it's amazing when we stay connected with others, how we can grow so much faster on a spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical level. And number 13 is take it one step at a time. Don't look at, maybe it's 40 pounds you have to lose. Don't look at the 40 pounds that you need to lose. Look at it as, you know what, today I'm going to focus on not today, this week, I'm going to focus on losing 1 to 2 pounds. What can I do into my, what healthier foods can I choose? And What can I take out of my diet that's not serving my body, and what can I implement? What exercises can I implement? And I'm going to focus on 2 pounds this week. Don't take the whole elephant at a time. I've lived in my house for 20 years almost, and we are just, dejunking a little bit at a time. And if I look at the whole house all at once, it's overwhelming. Take one little area at a time, just a little chunk. And that way things can be a lot more manageable and not so overwhelming. And then last thing they suggest is 14, practicing mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is looking at a child and learning how to love as a child does, give as a child does, and receive. Also, receive. It's important. We as adults, a lot of us are great givers, but we are not that great at receiving. So we must be able to receive as well with gratitude, and it's a blessing not only to those that are giving this to us, but when we receive, it blesses us so much. So that's a part of practicing mindfulness, and also just, being in the moment, whatever you are doing. I used to uh, just kind of I probably brag too. I would brag about it. I would just say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so good. I'm doing this, and this all at the same time." Okay, for one, scientists have said our brains cannot handle doing more than one thing at one time. And I called it multitasking. Oh, isn't that so good? I am multitasking. But multitasking is not good for our brains. There were times where I'm like, oh my goodness, I was on the phone with my husband, helping him overcome, whatever struggle he was going through at the moment. And I was helping a child with homework, and I was listening for laundry and doing laundry, making sure I had soccer uniforms ready for the game that night. And I was doing dinner and, helping kids with homework, all that stuff, right? And thinking I'm doing so good. I'm like Wonder Mom. And but here's the deal. Our brains are scattered, and they're not meant to just be in disarray and chaos. And so it's important to focus on one thing at a time. So maybe all of that stuff needs to get done in a 2-hour period, right? And that's fine. But focus on the one thing at hand. And you're not helping your child with their homework as you're starting a load of laundry and switching it out. Okay? You can't. And so our brain can only handle one thing at a time. So mindfulness is enjoying every little bit of the time that you are doing the activity in, having a love and zest for life, and just being present and involving your senses as much as you can. These all will help you with your stress and anxiety. I promise. I promise it will help you. And come up with your own. These are just a few of the things that we can do to overcome. One of my favorite that I'm going to add into this is writing. Writing is so powerful. We can write down how we're feeling. We can get it out. When we can get it out of here and just put it down onto paper and write, it is so, so healing. So that is my suggestions for overcoming stress and anxiety. And you know what? Smiling. Just when we're having stress and anxiety, we don't have a smile. We're not feeling very happy inside. We're not okay. We're not doing good, right? When we're stressed, we're just focused and honed in on that, and our eyebrows are furrowed, and we're not very happy looking. But step back, stand up straight, straighten your shoulders, and put your hands on your chest, and just take in a breath. Close your eyes. Just enjoy that moment. Close your eyes and take in a few deep breaths and smile. You are going to be amazed at how you feel. If you have to do that 20 times during the day, off and on, we're talking 10 seconds to 30 seconds, however much you want to enjoy that little reprieve from stress or what's going on. You will be amazed at how you handle things. So those are my suggestions for overcoming stress and anxiety and handling them. Not to say stress isn't going to come to you the next day or in 5 more minutes, but just utilize these tools to help you heal spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. God bless. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Share it with others. Hit the notification so I do a video daily and you can see more of what I have to offer. God bless. And until next time, bye-bye.